You need to come over with a box of cards and wake him up.
Mojo, wake up! You never finished sorting these cards last night. What are you doing?
You guys are ridiculous. I'm at the Baseball Card Connection with Jon and Lisa. Lisa, how long does it take you to get home from the baseball card shop?
Well, just let me show you. Come on.
What do you mean? That's good.
I am home. This is my home.
You're joking.
No.
I haven't even seen it.
Let's
Their
go.
home is in the baseball card shop.
Let's go. Come on in.
Holy shit! I am in shock.
Wait, welcome to the Schaefer home.
What? There is a baseball card shop below this gigantic living room home compound looking thing. Holy. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in any sports card shop I've ever filmed at. There is a card shop right below here. And you guys are about to see the greatest card shop in the Midwest. And potentially the greatest card shop in the United States of America. This will go to the card shop?
Yep.
Oh my, I know where we are now. My sense of direction is back. We have officially arrived at a card shop. Wow. I've never seen something like this. Are you kidding me?
This is
that
where,
an area?
like, Lisa and I might collapse if we've sorted way too long. So this is a pull-out bed. And if Lisa's like, okay, how much longer are we going to work on this? And I say 2 hours, and after 1 hour she says I'm done, then she may end up right here. And we have a Cardinal and Cub bed over there, too. So we can sleep 4 here, so Mojo could bring a team of 3.
I found our bed.
Wow.
Bring a team of 3, get all these priced out and sorted. That would be awesome.
Here with Aria, and tell me what you did today.
I got my first box.
First box of cards from Baseball Card Connection. How does that feel for you?
It's amazing. I mean, that's what the hobby's all about. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head upstairs. We'll let the boss go first, ladies first. So we're kind of going in between. We're going in between card shop and home now. Go ahead, go on up. We're gonna enter organized chaos is what I call it. It's basically where all these cards come in. They have to be broken down. This is my toy room / breakdown room. Up above, we're not yet into our home, but we're in above our store. So you can come in and, holy. So this is what we call backlog.
Oh my. This definitely looks like backlog. What am I looking at right now?
I don't even know, Jay. We don't know. I don't know what the hell you're looking at.
Like pull stars. What is it?
This might be your future job. We don't know what's in here. We have to
Give me a
break
2-day contract.
We have to break this stuff down. I can probably do you a 2-day deal. We'll double the Burbank deal. So I don't know. See, they've been bulk basketball mix, pull stars. I don't even know what that means. There must have been a lot of star cards in that one. This is just collections that we buy, cards that have come in, just absolute chaos. Now I will show you what I mean.
We're doing a tour of this place.
What I mean by organized chaos. So
right, let's see.
When collections come in and we break stuff down, this is like our backup stars when you were asking about trout.
Yeah.
So it's almost like we have what we call the files in our store that are ready for you to come in and buy. These are the files that we build as we sort cards that come in. And then we'll pull a player like Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. One of my favorite players. All right, so tell me about this. They're all here.
It's just backup stock of De'Aaron Fox. And typically what'll motivate me to burn through these is when a player gets hot. And I believe I did Fox a few months ago, you know, when the Kings doing
were
really
doing
good.
well,
yeah,
yeah,
that's when you pull them and make sure our Fox file, or Lisa or somebody on the team will let me know, hey, Trey Young file's getting low. So then I'll take the Trey Young section, and I might come up at night and then just price out the Trey Young section.
So when you say price out, like there's a lot here. Like I see the green, purple, white, the My House, like something with a $2 tag. Like What are you pricing these at?
I'm going to price them just. I usually use our Beckett system, but I also take into consideration like what's that medium point. You know, I'm not going to get on eBay and look and see what the lowest one is. 99 cents or whatever. I'm going to price it based on how rare I think the card is. It's not like pricing a graded card where you look up the Trae Young and it's 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 52. It's just like, there's going to be cards anywhere in here. I'm going to guess from $1 up to $8. There could be some rarer ones in here. They all get dumped in here.
And these are all going in store, not online.
No, all this is in store backup boxes.
So
this will all be in store.
So we got like Ray Allen. So these could be mixed up and priced out like $2, $3, 50 cents.
Exactly.
Whatever, 04 tops, maybe like $1.50, stuff like that. Maybe 03, 04 tops, maybe like $1. Like,
right.
And you price them out, and then
if they're gonna probably get re-sleeved too.
They're all gonna get re-sleeved. They're gonna get priced. They're gonna get top loaded. Then they're gonna go downstairs, and then Jacob will file them out in the player files in the store.
When Jacob goes, because we showed him when he files them. So from here to pricing, when is pricing happening here?
Whenever John has time.
Whenever, yeah.
So right here, this is just like when you're sitting down watching a game and you're just like, all right, let me get all the Ray Allens and throw them in.
This is just like what has come in collections when we buy collections.
So to be honest with you, behind the scenes is what it is at the end of the day, when we're done, we have our dinner, we go for a walk, a bike ride or whatever, and then most people are crawling into their jammies watching Netflix. We're going to be doing that too, but most likely I'm going to be sitting at the card desk and I'll be working on the LeBron here. I'll take these LeBrons and I'll just sit at the desk. I'll sort them all out. I'll try to match them up, so I'm not marking Bowman ones 5 times. I'll sort them all out. I'll pile them up. If I don't know what they need to be priced, I'll figure it out. I put them in piles, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, like that. And then I'll make sure they're all, I try to have them re-sleeve beforehand so I can have like Jacob or somebody like, hey, Jacob, clean those LeBrons up. He'll strip them all down, put them all in fresh sleeves, then they'll come back to me. They'll be priced, they'll be put in fresh top loaders, and then out they go.
So let's use an example. Kristaps Porzingis right here just got traded to the Boston Celtics.
Right.
Let's just say his cards are hot. We're prioritizing putting him out on the floor?
Exactly. If a player's hot, or it could be not necessarily that he's hot, it could be like what our customers are buying.
And do you tell your team like, hey, we want to buy these cards?
No. Or I might tell Matthew like, hey, now we can't keep Yadier Molina and Albert Pujols in stock. So keep an eye out for those. Those are cards we're really looking for. You see what I mean? But what we're going to do here, and here's another thing like you just said, it's not necessarily that Porzingis just dumped in 4 games of 50 points. He's hot out on the market. It's what's selling in our store. Lisa will tell you like, I did Tom Brady, I did Patrick Mahomes, I did 3 or 4 really good players. We spread them out, put them on Instagram. Hey, we're putting $1,000 worth of Mahomes in the Mahomes file. I go back out there a day or 2 later, and they're gone. And Lisa, what happened to the Mahomes and the Bradys? And
they just sell out. So then we come up here, and then we look to see if we have backup, and then we'll sit down and take them down.
Well, I was thinking of the one particular customer that would come in.
There's a guy that, there's particular customers that's all they collect. And then they'll come in and they'll literally wipe out the whole section.
So, but what's exhausting for a dealer is I do all that work. I'm feeling good about it, and that Brady file's this long. I'm feeling good. That'll keep it full for a while. Because I want someone to come in that wants a Tom Brady card to get one. A guy comes in and buys the whole section out. Now I'm at 0 out in the files like that with the $1 to $8 cards. We have to scramble. Are we going to pull some out of our Beckett system, or is there any more up here I miss? You see what I mean? Because I don't want that one little kid to come in with his mom wanting a Tom Brady card, and a baseball card connection doesn't have a Tom Brady. Yeah. But yet we're happy we sold them all. But that's why we keep this system ready to go on a moment's notice. She'll tell me, we're going to watch some shows, maybe for a few hours. I'll come in and say, all right, who's that person? Or they all tell me, like, hey, Mahomes is low. or in baseball, hey. And you can see, obviously, who's been done lately. Obviously not Mike Trout. Mike Trout's an overload right here, but you can tell that I just priced him. Do you see Tatis, how low he is? He only has a few cards in here now. Now, I bet Ohtani's low. Let's look at Ohtani, because Ohtani sells like crazy and he always needs a refill. So there's our backup Ohtani's. Not much. But you see Trout, probably 1,000 cards. So I can show you some more too. Like, this is incoming stuff that just hasn't even been addressed yet.
All right, let's keep going through
back here. We're really gonna get into the breakdown system here.
Oh boy.
So I'll show you. So we're starting right here. We're in the baseball breakdown, where when these collections come in, we're gonna take cards and put them where they need to go. So here we are at the very beginning. We're in like the 50s. So 51 done, 52, there's some 53s, there's 4s, there's Bowman's tops, there's 55 Bowman's, 58s, 59s. This is just back stock too. And there's gonna be more of these. These are 1960s. So as collections and cards come in here, they're gonna get broken down by year. And then we showed you downstairs, like, okay, we're getting ready to sort 30,000 or 50,000, whatever it is, 78 tops. So what we'll do when we start that project, someone will come up here and make sure that all those cards are cleaned out of here, because we want to get them all done at once. Now, if we do that many 78 tops, we're going to be done with that for quite a while, and this might build back up over time. But when we launch 50,078 tops, we're probably done with those. Same over here. What we're looking at over here is the football and the basketball breakdown. You can see these are 21, 22, 20, 21. We're gonna keep on going back.
It's crazy to see. Like, I've been to Burbank Cards, and he has everybody breaking down and sorting. I mean, but he's
right.
personally breaking down by year. I mean, he's putting in the like a very similar system you're using, but he also has other people that are breaking it down for the final stretch.
Right.
Because he's selling the Ginter 2019-20, the 2004-2005 tops. He has it by the card number.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you ever think that you could use more help for sorting?
Yes, we definitely.
Absolutely.
I could see it outsourcing pretty well if you had.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But
and
we liked doing it all ourselves too.
I'm sure it's fun. It's fun. I mean, you literally live right there.
Right.
so what we do is, like, we have kids who sort at home too. We had 2 of them that weren't here today, Macy and Bodie. We have additional people that help us sort cards. And what we'll do, like, if I'm over here now in the basketball and I'm looking at 89, 90 Fleer. So what we'll probably do is round up all the 89, 90 Fleer we have. When we were in the basketball section downstairs, there could have been a monster box of it. We'll get them all together. We'll have one of the kids work on it, start sorting them out, and get them all back in number order. Normally, Macy's the girl who's the best at coding them all into her Beckett store. So Macy gets the final box of cards. She's going to count them out and load them in. She's also like our master of quality control. When she's launching these cards and she's putting on like 15 Maurice Cheeks cards, she's going to look at them and she's going to check them too. She'll make sure there's not a huge ding corner or an ink mark on the back. And by the time she's done, she'll have a little pile off to the side that doesn't mean. We don't want to send somebody a Maurice Cheeks card that we don't want. So why would we keep it in our inventory? We kind of like, and it's a lot of labor and a lot of work for a $1 card, but that's just how we've always done it, and that's how we've built our business and our clientele. You can confidently buy one of these cards and you know you're going to get a good one. And if for some reason your card comes in and it's not nice, then we're just going to replace it. It's not a big deal. So this is basketball, baseball there, and then this is football. And what you're looking at down below is just more and more collections.
Oh my god.
So they're everywhere. If you look down here, they're just everywhere. Now here's like...
This is my bed.
Okay. This is kind of an example of so many projects going on at once. I don't want to get into the exact details of what we've decided we're going to do, but we have this new idea for a system for basketball. Because You do all the card shows, you probably see an overload of the modern basketball. You know, how many
mosaic,
how many
prisms,
yeah,
draft picks,
the retail type
select,
stuff. So we're figuring out a system to get them all organized. So you're seeing just like a massive, we're in the middle of a massive sorting project.
Have to come back and see
we're back.
what we do.
This is the modern basketball exodus right here.
Yeah, this is the this is it. Like it blows your mind, but these are just the A's. These are the A's.
Are these, and these aren't in alphabetical like A, B,
Not,
C, A, D. You're not worried about that.
Look, no.
Are you?
See? A, this is A to Z. All these boxes have been sorted by their last names. So eventually we'll break these down by player. We sell 800 count boxes of cards for $9.99 in our retail store. So there's really 3 different places they're going. Unless it ends up being an expensive card, then it's going to get scanned into our Beckett and eBay database and onto our eBay and Beckett stores. Because we don't know what's in here. I mean, a lot of these are sorted out, but you know, there could be some really good cards in here. We won't find out until we get to that end process. So like when you go up to a card show, to a table, or into a card shop where it's all scrambled, ask Lisa what she thinks of it. What do you call it?
Well, it's just chaos. And honestly, if I go into a card shop and it's all a mess, I normally walk out because it just gives me a headache or a migraine. Our son and our nephew, when they were a little younger, they went to a card show and they asked a gentleman, they said, do you have such and such player? I don't remember who it was, but he asked. And the card show dealer says, do you think I know what I have? Does it look, you know, the expression? He was like, I don't know what I have. And it was just, he used some actually vulgar language to them. But, you know, it's just, that's why we try to sort it and have it more organized.
But I see Matthew over there. It looks like he's sorting stuff while we're in.
It never stops. I mean, it never. What is that?
I found this in there.
What is it?
$100.
Oh.
So
that's the SSP.
Yep.
So see,
you never know what you're gonna find. See, and that's you doing the work.
Well, and Matthew, and that's the help we need. Like Matthew will go through boxes like that, and I'll just be like, hey, strip out the good stuff.
How much of this, like, is this gonna go out? Is this on the website?
That's probably going to be burned or might be thrown in a 90 Donruss box. It's just, we have, I don't know, we counted them one day. It was almost like a joke. We took a picture of our 90 Donruss pyramid and put it on Facebook and Instagram, and people were like, what do you possibly do with 250,000 90 Donruss cards? It's like, well, we don't know. We have them.
John's a card hoarder.
What are we going to do with them? I don't know.
Book says 250. What are you putting on it?
It depends on the condition.
That's
that
very
one's
poor.
just beat to hell. So this card's probably only worth maybe $20.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, it's probably a hunk of crap. It's burned up. Now, if we have a good one, like this is obviously a high number short print. This is $100, and it looks mid-range, probably a mid-grade card. So that's probably going to end up in the 50 range. So any card she pulls out there, we can grade and kind of check by price. So
here's a 53 Bowman color. Matthew price, the book is $250. So it just gives us an idea of what it.
So these 50s he's done here, like this is his $15 pile, okay? This is speeding the process up for me, so I don't have to check. Like I know these are the $15 Beckett cards. So I'll go through them real quick and I'll grade them really fast. You know, I might make a $5, an $8, a $10. And if we start getting cards that are near mint to mint, we might push them up to the 12 to 15. You have it in you with cards. You love trading cards. I love trading cards. A lot of my dealer friends, we live it morning, noon, and night. We love it. I can't get enough of it. I love being buried in cards in here. I love the process of taking a ransack collection and it's just, I don't know what's down there. A lot of these cards probably Matthew bought. And I don't know what's in them. Like the little boy said today, every box is a mystery. And I like to take that mystery box and break it down into the systems and get them out in our store for other collectors to enjoy.
One word. Passion. Oh my gosh, who do you collect?
have Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani, what a great player to collect. He is amazing. I was living in LA, so all the newspapers and the news are covering Ohtani all the time. And then him and Trout are just, they're great combo.
She got to go see him at the Cardinal game actually this year, and got to watch him pitch.
And what was that like?
That was fun.
Want to open some packs with me?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. Let's buy some packs. We'll pick out 5 packs total. You pick out a couple, and I'll pick out a couple. Anything in here. What do you want to pick out? Ooh, okay, nice tops. Okay. Good one. That's a hobby pack. So any pack you want, just grab any of them. She's digging deep. She's digging deep. All right, and then let's pick 2 more. I want to do 2 more. I want to do 5 total. You want to do another one of those?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll pick the last pack. Let's do some Heritage. I haven't opened Heritage in a long time. Actually, since COVID. I'll do a Heritage pack. Okay. All right. I'll do one. How about I do one of these 2? Ooh, George Brett. What is that? Oh, pennant. You like that?
Yeah.
That looks cool. Ooh. Marvels. Wow. Robin Yount out of 9.99. Look at that beautiful card. There's a lot in here. Oh, Elijah Green. Jeez, these are loaded. Let's see it. All right, we're ready. Oh.
This is my mom's favorite.
Oh, look. Hey, Mom, look, we pulled it. Well, nice little Albert Pujols.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. All right, let's see. Hey, Randy Arozarena. Ooh, look at that, Aaron Judge. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Aaron Judge. He's from Northern California. Oh, Derek Jeter. What'd you get in yours?
Rafael Devers.
Okay.
That's the only one.
You got a rookie. Who's that rookie? Michael
Miaza. Who's that?
Oh, Miguel Vargas. He's from Cuba. That's cool. It's a good one. It's actually a really cool one. I like this marbles. Who said to open Donruss? Lisa?
I did.
Lisa,
Donruss
now I
is
know
my
why. Donruss is
I love
loaded.
Donruss.
I know people harp about it not being licensed, but I mean, this is cool stuff.
It's awesome.
What do you think of that?
Oh, that's sick.
That's sick? That's for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. Jazz from the Marlins? Oh, yeah.
I'm a Jazz Chisholm fan.
Are you? He was
And
on.
Grace gifted me a Jazz Chisholm autograph card
Oh, that was so nice
when
of you.
eBay came for the trade night.
Oh my gosh. And what made you want to give her the Jazz card? Just because she collects them?
Yeah. And they do a lot for me.
Oh, that's
We love her.
They're really good to
If I could adopt her, I would adopt her because I don't have a little girl. So I know her parents will let me have her, so she's my little girl.
This is cool. Time one of these in a year. One of one. There you go. Boom. What do you think? You like it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing one of them right now.
Are you? Oh my gosh, we got the autographer in the house. That was me when I was 14 years old right there. That's awesome. Except when I was 14, Steph Curry, people were worried about his ankle and wondering if he was going to be healthy when I was around 14. And now he's multiple championships, MVP, and his cards are very expensive. But
And
at
who
the time,
goes to a basketball game and gets 2 Curry autographs at the same game?
You do?
Yeah.
I mean, just
I have both of them here.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, this is... He's an autographer. That is totally a grapher right there. Oh my! Oh,
I pulled this out of a box and it's numbered as well.
you got it signed.
At the
Grace,
game
look at this.
with his jersey.
He got it signed by Steph Curry. That was my reaction.
Yeah.
This is crazy, bro.
It's like the best card I have.
And what was it like being Steph Curry? Were you nervous?
I was very nervous. Very.
What'd you say to him?
Nothing. I just said, can you sign this, please? That's all I said.
And then he signed. There was no problem.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, he said something to me.
Okay.
He said, whenever he was signing my jersey, he said, "Can you hold this, please?"
Dude, we gotta take you to the National with us. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's a numbered Jazz
Yeah,
Chisholm.
it's
That's so
awesome.
cool.
I pulled it out of a blaster and immediately I just thought of you because Matthew's always telling me you collect Jazz Chisholm. I'm like, I gotta give it to her whenever I can.
Thank you. Appreciate that, buddy.
I've seen people hand you some Jazz cards whenever they see them. I mean, right here, you brought her a Jazz card. Tell me
Yep.
about this. Tell me
So
about the
he came in today with this Jazz card, brought me that Jazz card. I have customers all the time that come in and give me Jazz cards. These, somebody came in last week and gave me, which I haven't put in my album yet.
And why Jazz?
Why Jazz? I just love his spunk, his just character. I think the first time I saw him, he dyed his hair the blue color, and I was just like, wow, who is that? He is so cool. And I love the story about him and his grandma, the close connection, how he calls his grandma every day, and grandma pretty much raised him. I just really like that. So I never really was a baseball fan. I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. I collect Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and so now I'm a huge Marlins fan. I watch the Marlins all the time. I even watch the Miami Marlins minor league team out of Bull Lake, Wisconsin. Just huge.
How often do you pick up a Jazz card, you'd say?
Well, I probably get one every day because people bring me cards in all the time.
I mean, look at all these.
These I just picked up. Somebody came in with a collection last week, so these we actually just bought last week. We bought these in a collection.
I love this gold patch out of 10.
So actually I think Matthew bought the collection, and these cards were in it. And of course I don't have any of these, so these don't go out into the store. I just went over to John's desk and took them.
These are for my PC.
These are mine.
And then how about
so these were picked up, and then this is my album.
You don't see a lot of people using binders.
So I love the old school binder, so I just have them in order. Like 2017 is 18 cards, 19, and then it goes on to 20, 21, and I just keep adding to it. So these are all my Jazz cards.
And then you got an interesting PC, a movie that a lot of people might know. Tell me about this.
So Grease is my all-time favorite movie because I was born in the 70s. So
wow.
I literally watched Grease all the time. So these packs I picked up 2 years ago at the National. I think I got every single Grease pack at the National Convention. And then John just bought me a sealed box of Grease packs.
And you wouldn't open those?
Oh no, I would never open this. I would love to have all the boxes, as many as I can get.
Are they pretty rare?
Yes, they are. They're very hard to find.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to put a set together of PSA cards of the movie. I would like to get the whole set. I'm not really for
you
sure.
have an auto in there.
This one, actually, this is Olivia Newton-John autograph card. Dawson gave me, my son gave that to me on Mother's Day.
Wow, this is cool.
So.
You got this for your mom on Mother's Day?
Yep.
Whoa.
So then.
Dawson and I picked that one up.
Yep.
That's cool. 92. So you got to experience the junk wax, the recession in 08, 09, and now the COVID boom. So you've experienced like kind of, and there's probably some other booms or some things that happened in the early 2000s as well. When you think of junk wax, what happened during that time? And how did it affect your business?
Well, I would say, like, at the time, none of us really knew what was going on. We were just selling the product. There was just apparently way too much of it made. But you have to remember back then, it was more about collecting. We were selling 1993 cards. I mean, you know, back then cards were like 50 cents a pack. This is kind of what I remember too. Like maybe after a year after the store was open, you know, you could pull a Diamond King, things like that. And way too much of it was made. But back then, I started to wonder as I look back on it, does it really matter? Because back then the packs were 50 cents a piece. Does it really? Nobody ever said, hey, this is a very limited edition run. We knew there were cards in there that were numbered. There was like Diamond Kings and things like that and random autographs, but it was just different back then. I don't think it was like anybody did anything intentionally. I just think they were producing cards to meet demand, and there was so much demand back there.
Or by someone that you would take it and put it in your PC.
I will, man. Yes, this is
I
something.
remember it from the Dallas Card Show vlogs.
Oh, what's your name, man?
Damien.
Damien. This is sick. Oh yeah, you're right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. So dang, you're an active viewer. So
Yeah.
I told everybody.
I watch every video. I try to.
Dude, I appreciate that,
No
man.
problem.
I tell everybody if you want to sign a baseball card, your favorite baseball card or someone that I
Yeah.
like, and you want to give it to me, I have a box at my parents' house where I have literally collectors sign cards and give them to me. And the box, it's like 1 row deep right now,
Yeah.
but it's pretty cool, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thanks for giving me this.
No problem.
Who do you? Let's do it. I'm creating a loop. Look at that. All right, you meet me. Who's the second person you'd want to meet for the card content YouTube people?
It's got to be Card Collector 2.
There we go.
That's the right after you being my favorite. It's got to be Card Collector 2.
All right, who's your top 5?
You, Card Collector 2, Sports Card Investor,
Jeff.
Packers Cards 87.
I like that guy a lot.
And probably Viking Cards 85.
Okay, I haven't heard
Yeah.
that one in a while. That's
Yeah.
cool. I like that you went out of the box. The 2 OGs at 4 and
Yeah.
5. Yeah, those guys are awesome. All right.
I couldn't find anything else. I'm subscribed.
You are subscribed. I love that. Do you think you'll ever make content?
I do actually. I don't make sports card content. I mean, I used to, but I didn't anymore.
Why'd you stop?
I didn't have the proper equipment to like do it, and I had very little sports cards, so it just wasn't very entertaining.
I mean, did you have fun doing it though?
Kind of.
That's good. Yeah. So okay. So now I gotta ask, what kind of content do you make now?
I make gaming content.
I feel like you and I are down a similar path. I've done some of your life, but like 10 years ago. I did a gaming, before I did Mojo Sports, I did do a gaming. I did mail days and like showing like what was in my little case like this. And then I did gaming with like recording Call of Duty and talking over it. And that didn't work. I got like 200 subscribers, so then I just didn't do it anymore. And then
I mean, I have 100 subscribers, and I'm still interested in it.
that's great. Yeah, do it. Like I say, embrace it. And then if you come back and you want to do card content one day,
I probably will.
yeah, if you got questions, you can ask me. She's opening her first box of cards. What do you think about that? Do you remember your first pack?
Yes, I do. I don't remember what I got, but I remember opening it.
Okay, let's see.
If he pulls like a relic or an autograph in the first pack.
All right, your first pack of cards officially. Hope she's going in. Oh, you
She
pulled a
did
relic.
get a relic.
Okay.
Christian Yelich?
Sheesh, you just said it. You're like in her first pack. What if she pulls a relic?
Oh, look at her. Look at that cool card.
Christian Yelich Father's Day.
Oh, is that what you just said? I'm sorry.
Look at that.
That is awesome.
I didn't get that lucky on my first pack.
Father's Day pack. Father's Day patch card.
That is sick.
That's sick. That was your first pack. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
And that guy's a good guy too.
Don't forget it.
Behind a pager, look at that.
Okay, we got 618 sports cards. What are we doing here?
Rip and Select Hobby 2022.
Let's see it. Ooh.
Oh,
John Dodson.
It's not terrible. Out of 49.
49, okay.
It's not terrible. One of one spacer.
John Cena.
I hate these dummy cards.
Why don't you like dummy cards?
Because it makes it feel like you're gonna get a relic and you get super excited and then you realize it's just
Dude, everyone, dude, everyone feels
Amen.
that. We know that feeling. Oh
Bell.
my gosh.
No.
But Darius Slayton.
it's not what we were. Oh,
Fred Warner.
that's sick.
It's sick, but
Ouch. Out of 49.
It's not what we were looking for.
Good, not great.
what'd you think of the box?
What's that?
What'd you think of the box?
Not. What'd you think of the
Oh,
box?
I think it was great. Besides these.
Your PC together.
Yeah, Dawson, come
Here,
on.
Krish, let's see it. Yeah, I gotta see it.
So
All right, tell me about
So
it, Dawson. What do we got?
Well, basically, my son was getting on me for years about not having a PC, which we do have scattered cards here and there, but he just says, Dad, why you just sell everything? So he figured out we're huge Indiana basketball fans.
There you go.
So we started a collection of cards only in their Indiana uniforms. They have to be wearing the IU colors.
This one, finally, it was easy to talk him into because we're huge Hoosier fans, and we
Why the
went
Hoosiers?
Just because, well, he grew up with it, took me to all the games when I was young, and I mean, we got this store, so I was like, makes perfect sense. Hoosiers, cards, Indiana uniforms, so.
Okay, look at that. That's not a bad one, OG and Joey.
Yeah, so as we can flip through a couple here, just kind of runs in alphabetical order. We have a Damon Bailey page here. It's just a lot of our cards. This is Uwe Blob. He played for Effingham High School. He came from Germany and was a transfer student and played for Effingham. And I believe that year they finished second at state. Calbert Cheney, he was probably one of our favorites, wasn't he, Dawson? All-time leading scorer in the
Probably
Big
your
Ten.
favorite. Wasn't my era.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 autographs on this page. I haven't looked at this album in a while. It's kind of fun to go through it. Like, that's a schedule from 1992 with Cal.
DJ White, Eric Gordon, like I said, my two favorite guys of Indiana growing up. They aren't on the Indiana jerseys, as you can see. We finally switched to that, but had to keep those in there for sentimental reasons. And
Heck yeah.
I think actually one of the reasons, thinking about it, how I got back in the locker room, DJ White had a knee injury, and I literally wrote him handwritten letters and sent it to Indiana, and he ended up, I think, writing back to me. And then I got to meet them backstage, and they took me to the locker room and everything and got all the autographs. So
That's cool.
Well, Dawson was on, you were hurt too, right?
that was probably with my hip, maybe.
Yeah, he was hurt with his hip. He had a septic hip, and he had a little thing done, and he was on crutches. Well, DJ was injured at Indiana University, and he was on crutches. So we were heading to the game, and Dawson said, I need to make this big poster board. And we were like, we didn't even know what he was doing. And we drove a couple hours to the game. He was in the back seat. He drew out this big poster board of DJ White on crutches. And then he drew a picture of DJ on crutches with him on crutches together and put get well soon. And it was so cool. Just an amazing experience. I get a little emotional telling it. It was awesome. I don't know. It just makes you feel special when someone does that, doesn't it, you? I mean, to think that he did that. And I guess it just means that he's special because, he cared about the injured player.
Empathy.
Yeah.
And love the Hoosiers because you did, and it was just awesome experience.
Back then, that they just kept pumping the stuff out. And as time went on, we kind of hit a 5-year period there from 87 to 92 where, looking back on it, that is kind of the peak production era. But what's interesting to me is I used to buy a lot of that junk wax. You could go to any card show and you would see boxes for $5 a piece, maybe $5 to $8. And I just thought, at the time, eventually this stuff's going to be worth some money, or it's going to be worth more than what it's selling for now. And now you see a lot of the junk wax boxes when people say, it's like, well, I don't see a lot of it selling at that $5 to $8 junk wax era price. You see right now, you still see boxes that are $30, $40, $50. So regardless of how much was produced, it seems like a lot of it has kind of trickled up over the years. It's going to cost you a lot more money for a 91 Upper Deck Hobby baseball box with possibly Michael Jordan in it than, one of the new Chronicles. Certain products that they make now, they just produce a lot of too. So
Since we're on that trip, let's fast forward. We're getting into more modernized stuff like the Modern Chronicles. Do you see a connection between the junk wax and the modern market, or is there too many? A lot of people will justify it saying there's a lot of newer buyers, there's a lot more money in this hobby now, so maybe that isn't as connected as we thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, part of me feels like that it's certain products. I think back in the junk wax era, it was literally mostly all products. There was maybe 89 where Upper Deck was considered a higher dollar brand at the time. most trading cards back then were $0.25 or 50 cents. Well, Upper Deck came out with packs that were $1, and everybody's like, oh my God, $1 a pack? That's like super premium. And I think back then it was mostly just the broad spectrum of products. Well, right now we obviously have the hobby products, and a lot of it's totally different now. We've got these limited edition boxes, you know, you got your Flawless, things like that, where everything's numbered. It's totally different. However, the market does have a lot of lower end product now, but that's what the market needs. Kids need to be able to come in and buy boxes of cards, you know, for 20 bucks, 25 bucks, blaster boxes for 30. So we need these products, regardless of what some people might say. People might say, oh, well, there's Chronicles everywhere. Well, we want Chronicles everywhere. When a kid goes into a Walmart or a Target, we have to have cards there for sale. They need to produce enough of it to where you can buy some. Now, the advanced collectors, I know you're probably a little more advanced than most. You probably don't necessarily get excited when you see one of those boxes, but a little 10-year-old kid might, and he might really enjoy ripping open that box of cards at that affordable price. So I think a lot of people, and it's okay, I don't expect people to understand everything about the market, but it's just not always about the money. People collect cards. People love cards. So I think that we need those lower end products, and we need a lot of them.
I like that. Cut for
He was sleeping on the chair.
Here.
His name's Buddy.
Hi.
Buddy the cat. Buddy gets to come to the card shop occasionally to work. And Buddy is the most friendliest cat. And people come in and want to see Buddy. I think any more people want to see Buddy over John and I. Right, Buddy?
A lot of books.
Basically just all sports. I collect sports books, so they're not really, I don't think, organized in any particular manner except maybe by sport. You know what, now that I say that, they probably are a little organized. Lombardi, McMahon, Namath. It just goes on and on. I left my keys at work. No, everything's just within the building, so we don't worry about stuff like that.
Do you actually have cards in here?
In here, this is kind of where we start to get the off limits of cards. The cards have made their way into the sorting room. The only time
That's not true.
The only time I have
That's
cards
not content.
up here
Let me show you.
I typically will have a few cards where I sort at night, but I try to keep them very clean and not very many.
She looks like she's about to show us something.
I'm gonna be fine because I doubt there's very many cards there.
Is there cards here?
Is there any in there right now?
There might just be a few piles,
Okay.
but I figured that was off limits.
Oh, gotcha. So our bedroom. So I got a desk for myself in our bedroom, and then probably a week later, I walk in and it's just piled high.
Your dad has a PC. Let's see it.
So
where's he at? All right, you got a PC?
I have a PC down this hallway of Andy Griffith Show memorabilia and autographs.
Man, so when I said, what is that show? That must have hit.
You hit a nerve, but that's okay.
All right, I'll watch it now.
You are young. So what I really collect is Andy Griffith Show memorabilia and a lot of autographs from the show. So as you come along, you'll see like Helen Crump, Anita Corsat, who passed away in 1995, and just a lot of, this is why you don't know the show. It was from 1960 to 68.
Jeez.
So, and I just collect pictures.
Why do you like the show so much?
It just calms me. A lot of people that watch the Andy Griffith Show, it's like after a hard day's work, we'll watch Netflix or whatever, but when it's time to go to bed, we literally put the Andy Griffith Show on in the background for some noise, and we all just fall asleep. And it's not because the show's bad, the show's wonderful, but it just brings our nerves and everything down a notch or two. It's a calming, yeah. It's just
you like it too?
Yes.
She sleeps. They both do.
Yeah.
They both
We
sleep.
fall asleep
They
to
all
it.
of them do. We all
Even
do.
Dawson falls asleep to it.
Oh my gosh.
Back in the days of the DVDs, we had to buy him a separate set because he wanted it going in his bedroom when he went to sleep. So,
wow.
but
This is like me. This is like me with Mulan. I fall asleep to Mulan.
Yeah, it's just and it's a collection in progress. I just keep building. Watch your step.
Why'd
here.
you choose this
We come
hallway
up
for
here.
it?
This is kind of just a part of the building that heads to a couple storage rooms. and a couple places that head out to the roof. And then this is my project I'm working on right now. We have the tape right here. These are all pictures.
Oh my.
And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna turn this whole area here into one big grid of pictures. That's what all these pictures are for.
Well, here's your PC, man.
So, yeah, here's my
It is.
PC. It's Andy Griffith.
That's cool.
So these are all different, and we're planning on just making this whole wall back-to-back photos. We have the tape and system to hang them all just side by side.
Perfect.
So, and then little quirky things I see, like you see this. Andy Griffith show. At some point, they were selling these little Mayberry lollipops. Just things like that. If I run across something like that at a show or anything that has to do with Andy Griffith that I don't have. Behind you there's some kind of rare magazines, just different TV magazines from the show. And then, you know, it's history if you look at them. I mean, 1967, 1965. Just things that you never see. Most of the stuff I just find, I'll just stumble across it. It could be an antique mall, it could be an eBay listing. Just collect stuff that I think's cool and that I never see.
Hey, I'm leaving Effingham, Illinois. What a experience at the Baseball Card Connection. We're about to leave Effingham. Had a great time with Jon and Lisa. I want to thank them so much. If you guys are ever in Effingham, you have to go to that shop. It is, I mean, with up there with Burbank Sports Cards. I mean, it is the systems, the people, the community, the family, unbelievable, absolutely priceless. Go get the experience. Trust me, you will not regret it.